Right, looks like the rain stopped a bit. I also just updated the firmware in the drone, and I'm usually really paranoid when you do that because just from what you read online, everyone has issues, compatibility problems, so I'm going to test it in the open field just to make sure. I might actually test that Pano mode as well. I actually never tried that. I know they have that asteroid mode for things like the Mavic Air, but you don't have it in the Pro yet, to my understanding anyways. Because the first thing I noticed today was, seems like a lot of sites, even on the YouTube, everyone's turning into Super Bowl mode, showing all the new ads. That's usually one of the biggest things. I wonder if there's going to be any controversial ads this year. And speaking of controversial, I guess this is the biggest thing I read today. And it seems like it's making drone flyers fight with each other. It was basically a video, I saw it here on the news here, and it said essentially somebody was flying around an airport. It looked like it was a racing drone, just flying really close to it. Although one note, which kind of relates to I guess the topic in a bit, is they kept saying they have exclusive access to this, and I don't see what's so exclusive about it. I saw it all over the internet afterwards, and I'll show you guys like a clip of it as well. I wonder if it's wise to leave that here actually. I believe this is in the US, and it says here, drone flies within feet of arriving aircraft at McCarran. Drone flies within feet of an airplane landing at McCarran International Airport, and the footage was posted online. The drone took off from Whitney Park and unclear when the incident happened. We became aware of this incident this afternoon and we are investigating, said Ian Greger from the FAA. In the video, the drone flies above Whitney Park for a few seconds, then an airplane flies toward it. When the drone turns around, the airplane is seen directly below it. So yeah, based on the video anyways, you can clearly see that was the intent from the most part, to actually capture the airplane. This wasn't an accident or anything like that. And it says, according to the FAA, a drone pilot that flies unsafely could face fines of up to $1,437 per violation, while businesses that fly unsafely can face fines of up to $32,666 per violation. What's with the weird number there? On top of that, people who fly drones unsafely can face federal criminal penalties, including fines of up to $250,000 and/or imprisonment for up to 3 years. Now apparently they got some comments from some drone pilots here, I guess as a club or organization. It says, this pilot's actions not only endanger the flying of the public, but has the potential to discredit an entire SUAS industry. So for the most part, even when I read online, most people condemn it, which makes sense. But I guess the controversial thing is, one, people are wondering whether or not it's real, because I guess with all the skepticism of all those other ones, like the drone crashing into the airplane, breaking its, wings and all that or whatever, like that was completely fake. At the same time, it seemed like there was such a division with people saying, you shouldn't show this, for example, you shouldn't talk about it because people are just going to make hysteria out of it. Although, to me, that's a little confusing anyways. I mean, it's already out there. Isn't it better to talk about it in a sense? So it's kind of interesting to see the division in that way. Do we need interim bike laws now? So for me, one of the things I was thinking about is whether or not this video is fake or real, because I think that's what some people are debating. They were analyzing things like the videos and all that. For me, from what I see, it looks perfectly legitimate. I mean, that's really hard to fake if that is a fake video with all that stuff. My other thought too is I don't know exactly who flew this, because I'm guessing it's part of an organization or something like that. And it's kind of interesting because if what I'm reading is correct, some people said the people that created this, apparently they're doing it on purpose, just to be kind of, I guess, a rebel of sort, to say, hey, we know like these regulations, but we're gonna break them anyways, just to, I don't know, prove a point. Which makes me wonder, do people think that's okay? Because I know even the one here in Canada, when those people flew in the place dangerously, for example, or what people consider dangerous, they were saying, good for them, keep doing it, like for you to, I guess, challenge the laws and all that. Would people actually think that with this? Like this, I would clearly say, heck no, this is dangerous for whatever they're doing here, for whatever reason. Alright, let's try this out. I'm actually wondering for things like the Pano mode too, whether or not it's better just to put that in the automatic mode for the lighting, because if it's trying to take pictures everywhere, I can imagine if you're trying to set it on manual, if it looks down, for example, the lighting's different, if it looks up's different, so I don't know if it's better to have it on an automatic mode instead. I changed the battery warning. This thing has like almost 30%, 28%, is beeping like crazy. The most annoying thing about this drone is that sound. You guys want to see how filters can make it look like it's nighttime? Kind of necessary to get this sun shot though. Okay, some neat shots. Just ran out of batteries because I was testing the Pano mode. Some nice sunset though. Like I said, you usually have to use the darker filters if you want the direct sunlight like that. I wonder if I can catch some of the sunset shot here as I'm walking by. Seems for the most part I have to stick with this particular app until they release a better one that has kind of the best of all of them. Yeah, you can't really see the sun in the background at all. It just looks like blue sky, it's clear. Again, that's probably just due to because there's too many buildings and stuff in front of it, so maybe I can walk up there fast enough. I can do a little test there too. Oh, I missed the sun in the background, unfortunately. Okay, I'm trying this thing called the Green Rush. It says it has things like kale, cucumber, ginger, and orange juice and pineapple. I think this is a bit more tolerable for people, and it just looks really thick. This one actually tastes more like just plain water, I guess, because of the cucumbers and the ice that they use to mix it up with. Kind of interesting when you wait for a while, the ginger kind of kicks in with like the orange and stuff like that afterwards. I don't know if that's enough to convince people to, for example, stop drinking soda or something like that. And this is like, it's really expensive. I think normally it's like, what, $5 to $6 or something like that? Funny thing is, I think this is one of their new ones, and the guy, I don't think he knew what it was when he called it out. Alright, see you guys later.